Hey, Bruce Naylor here, your Boomer Consumer. Today we're looking at the new Fire 10 HD tablet from Amazon. This is the late 2019 edition, the 9th generation tablet. So let's talk about this a little bit. And first I want to say this video is not sponsored by anybody in any way, shape, or form. Paid for it with my own funds. All opinions are my own. I have included my Amazon affiliate link down below. If you're interested in purchasing this tablet, I make a few pennies. Doesn't cost you a thing. So the Amazon Fire tablets are a heart and soul and entertainment device, a content consumption device, if you will. And I'll just skip right to the end of it and just tell you, I think it's an excellent value for the money, and it does what it's designed to do very, very well. Let's talk a little bit about what has changed in the new generation of this tablet. So what's new in this tablet is you're now getting a 2 gigahertz octa-core CPU. It's a MediaTek 8183 CPU. Said to have this tablet perform 30% faster and give it 20% better battery life. There's improved Wi-Fi performance, 2 antennas, one on the top, one on the side, depending on the orientation, which will kick in and off the active antenna. A new addition to the Fire OS is picture-in-a-picture with this generation tablet. Also new in the tablet is the USB-C charging and the included 9-watt adapter. You now get both front and rear 2 megapixel cameras capable of supporting 720 HD. Comes in the colors black, white, twilight blue, and plum. I have the twilight blue tablet, so you have that. Does not come with the cover. Those are an optional purchase from Amazon. On the top of the tablet, you'll find the volume up control, volume down control, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, the microphone, the power switch, and on the right side of the tablet is an SD card slot. As far as your Wi-Fi goes, it supports all of the majors, 802.11a, B, G, N, and 802.11 AC as well. Bluetooth is also included. Comes with custom Dolby Atmos speakers. It also comes with custom Dolby Atmos compatible speakers. We'll talk about those a little bit more in just a moment. An improved display, now at 104% of sRGB gamut, 405 nits, and 220 ppi for you pixel peepers out there. Still supports the same 1920 by 1200 full HD display. So when you unbox this, Amazon doesn't spend a lot of money on fancy packaging. Okay, it's going to come in a bright orange plastic wrap box, and then when you take the tablet out, it has a cardboard type protector that also houses the accessories that come with the tablet. Now in the accessory box, you're going to find the USB-C cable, a 9-watt charger, and then a quick start guide and some tips on using Alexa. And that's what you're going to get in the tablet. Physically, the tablet weighs 17.8 ounces, fits very nicely, very comfortable in the hand. You can hold it for a long time without tiring out too much. The dimensions on the tablet is 10.3 inches by 6.3 inches, and then about 0.4 inches thin on this tablet. All in all, the build quality is what I'm going to call decent. It's not, iPad quality or some of the more premium Android tablet quality, but is certainly acceptable. It doesn't necessarily feel cheap, and I think that's important. Certainly, I'm comfortable just, tossing it around, not really worrying about the construction of the tablet. If I had an issue about speakers, and let me tell you, I think the speakers sound really, really good on this for what they are, is that they're both located on the left side of the tablet as opposed to maybe having one on the top and on the bottom. I think that would be a better placement of the speakers. But I mean, that's what it is. Now, I'm very impressed by the overall brightness and sharpness of the display. And right now I've got it set up on its highest setting. I'll put it down here and I'll turn it down, and there we go. And you can see if we bring it up here, up to 405 nits. So that's useful, I do believe. Now let's talk about the cameras. Not great. In all honesty, the 720p, that's more than adequate. I don't know a lot of people that do photography or shoot a lot of video with their tablets. They're going to be using their smartphones or a dedicated a camera of some kind, but useful for things like Skype or messaging, that kind of thing. The camera app itself isn't all that great. Let me show you some footage that I took with this tablet outside, and you can notice it's just lacking detail. That's kind of to be expected with a 2 megapixel camera. Okay, so the version that I purchased for this video is the 149 version. It comes with special offers. Fire OS, let's talk just a little bit about this. This is running Fire OS version 7.3.1.1. So Fire OS is a fork off of Android, all right? And what Amazon has done is they've created a device, it's a content consumption device, make it easy to shop on with Amazon, watch Amazon Prime movies, you can listen to music, you can use it as the Alexa feature, you can use it as an Echo Show if that's what you want to do. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But essentially, it is a content consumption device, which suits a lot of tablet buyers very nicely. Not everybody needs to spend $300-400 plus on a tablet just for content consumption when you're getting a lot for your value for your money with this device. So when you, as I said, when you first turn it on, this actually came pre-configured with my Amazon Prime account. I already have one, so that made setup very, very quick. You do not have to have an Amazon Prime account to use one of these. That's kind of a myth out there. You can actually use it without. Also, with a little bit of work on the side, you can go ahead and install Google Play and have access to most of the Google services. Not a guarantee that all will work on this tablet, but many people report having success. It's not really hard to do. You can just basically sideload some APK files, and there's a lot of different videos on YouTube how to get Google Play on here and start installing apps from the Google Play Store as well. So if you're a little adventurous, you have that capability. So looking at Fire OS, the way this is designed is basically like in a carousel type of mode. You start off with home. Of course, any books, you have books in your library, any videos that you may own, as well as watching different movies on Amazon Prime. Your games and apps, if I go to the library, it shows all my various apps that we installed. We've actually been playing around with it quite a bit, loading different apps on there, including some apps like YouTube do not come pre-installed. Put Skype on there, other applications. It does come with a number pre-installed. You can go through here, and of course you can delete them from the device, from the cloud. You can share your applications, etc. Your games, whatever games you have, we have some pre-installed on here. I think this Mansion game was installed and ready to go. Any updates to applications on there or subscriptions, and then we can just go on back. To get to your notifications, simply swipe down, and we can go from here. And of course, we can get your Wi-Fi, turn Bluetooth off and on airplane mode, blue shade, which eliminates, or cuts down on the yellow light at night. Alexa hands-free is activated. And just saying her name.
I can't find a skill by that name. You can go to the skills section of the Alexa app to browse our catalog.
Thank you. Okay, as we were talking about, you have auto rotate, do not disturb, low power mode, help. And then right here's this little gear icon here. You can tap that, and that brings you into your advanced settings on here. So you have device options on here. We can change the name, your date and time, battery, find your tablet, kind of like Find My Phone with iOS. Backup and restore to Amazon servers, get your system updates, reset to factory default, and so forth. Let's get back out of here. So you have that as well. So we go back in here. We'll go back to the home. There we go. And it said there's a number of pre-installed applications on here. They don't have the Chrome web browser. They have the Silk browser, which actually, I think it might be built on Chromium or around Chromium. It brings up a default Amazon site here where you can look at your news, local news, trending. It basically detects where you live if you give it permission. You have that as well. Of course, you can clear out, you get your notifications over. It works mostly as Android, but yet not so much because we are, again, using this whole carousel thing. So we'll get out of that. Close out applications. We'll just do that. Boom. Boom, and we're all out, and everything's cleared out on the tablet. This may be useful to some people. You can, of course, access the A word. I've got an Alexa Echo Dot in here, so I can say, Alexa, show me the weather.
Here is the weather indicator.
There we go. Saturday's weather, so forth. You can request videos, watch videos on this. Use it with Skype. You can pull up music and listen to that. It's a video representation or way of communicating with Alexa. You can buy it as a separate Echo Show device, or you can use your tablet as an Echo Show device. So it's kind of a two-in-one purpose sort of thing. It's not really something I would use personally very much, but that capability is there. Now, when you want to put it back into regular tablet mode, you swipe down, turn it off, and then it's going to go back into functioning in its normal mode. Of course, besides browsing the web, you have things such as an email client, calendar, docs, your contacts, maps, etc. Again, if you're wanting to do productivity on this tablet really isn't set up for that out of the box, but you could put Google Play on there and start using some of the Google services, probably make it more into a productivity tablet if that is your thing. But I'm looking at this and I'm reviewing it as somebody who would buy it as is at face value. You know, most people aren't real technical. They're not into doing all this other, tech stuff. They just want something to read the news. They want to get on Facebook. They want to watch YouTube videos, etc. And the out-of-the-box experience is actually quite nice with the Fire 10 HD tablet. I'd like to talk just a little bit more about the speakers. Now, I've had a variety of tablets. I think this has got some of the better speakers in that sub $300 price range. I pulled up one of my videos. Have a listen to the audio. I would review their newest mechanical gaming keyboard, and this is the Red Dragon K587 Pro with optical blue switches. And I'm actually quite impressed. Again, I wish the placement of the speakers was a little bit different rather than just being on the left side, but again, that's my opinion. I also wanted to mention that this tablet has 2 gigs of RAM. It has 32 gigs of storage. This is the base model. This is the cheapest one you can get. But it does accept micro SD card slot. You can put one in there up to 512 gigabytes. So lots of storage on there. No reason to really get the 64 gigs. In my opinion, go with the 32. That's fine. Just talk briefly about the pros and cons of this tablet. Pros, I think it's excellent value for the money. You're not going to find in that lower cost Android market a display full HD, 405 nits, 104% sRGB color space. You're not going to find that kind of quality display in lower priced Android tablets. And that market is all but dried up, in my opinion. Not a lot of choices out there. So this is definitely a breath of fresh air to the marketplace on that. So you're getting an excellent display. You're getting a really good value for the money with this tablet. The speakers are actually decent compared to what I've heard out there before, especially in those sub $300 tablets. It holds its own on that. The build quality is not bad. Is it, all metal? And so, no, got a plastic, it's plastic, but it is fairly solid made. Let's talk about just a couple of the cons. There's no Google services pre-installed with this tablet. Okay, so that's not happening on here, but you can get around it, as I said, by doing a little bit of work and getting Google Play Store on there. The cameras are very much lacking. This is not going to be useful for any kind of photography or serious videography, but for video chatting with somebody, they're going to be acceptable. No mobile data option in there. You can't use it with 4G or whatever. You'd have to use a hotspot. It's got to be on Wi-Fi, folks. Got to be on Wi-Fi. Other than that, I don't think you're going to go wrong for the price. So this is my review of the Amazon 9th generation Fire 10 HD tablet. There you have it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.